All right, it's Birdy again. It's the 22nd of February, 2025. This video is about a DJ. He just started working over at the adult entertainment industry. He's been there about maybe a month or two. And the closest people to the adult entertainment dancers are the DJ, the drivers, the waitresses, the cook, the bouncers. So the dancers asked me to find out a little bit about this person so that they can, work with him and understand him and stuff like that, and to do better in their job, feel more comfortable. And since they've known me for years and years and years, they've asked me. And I end up being his driver as well. Now, he doesn't believe in psychics and all that, and the girls have all told him about me. So, he's skeptical about it. And I love people that are skeptical about my abilities and spirits and ghosts and everything that's out there. He doesn't believe in any of these things. No, neither God or we live, we die, there's nothing else. So anyway, I'm driving him to his new place. Actually, I was picking him up in the morning, at his new place. And he asked me to come in. I said, okay. I said, no problem, I'll come in. And we work together, so we open up the place together. I go open up the kitchen, he opens up the DJ booth, and we start at the same time. So I go in, and he goes, how do you like my new place? It's pretty nice. It's a one bedroom. It's got a nice living room, a nice kitchen. And I asked if I could use the bathroom. Now, I felt kind of bad because I had to go number two. So anyway, as I'm doing that, when I focus or concentrate on something, sometimes I open up a small portal. And sure enough, a ghost came. And it was already there, but I was able to communicate with it. Now, the angels at this time don't like me communicating with ghosts or doing anything with them because I have more other pressing obligations and, it's not as important. But I told the angels, I said, listen, I've got to deal with this because I need this person to believe, because later on he's going to help me save another person because he believes in angels, ghosts, spirits, God, and the whole nine yards. But I got to get him to believe first. So let me deal with this ghost. So I start dealing with the ghost, and she is a female. She's about, 60 years old approximately. She dresses like she's from 1940, and I think she mentioned something about the war. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. But anyway, I asked her, I says, so what's going on? And she goes, who are you? This is the ghost talking to me. And I said, what am I going to say to this ghost? And she's pretty agitated. And I said, listen, I am the maintenance man. And then she starts off, you're the worst maintenance man in the world. You don't know how to do anything. And then she starts naming all the problems that are having in the apartment. The hot water is cold, the cold water is hot, the same in the kitchen, the fridge light is out, the oven door sticks, the two drawers on the top, the hinges are almost off, the one drawer sticks on the bottom, the other drawer almost falls out. She's naming a million different problems. And I'm new at my job. She goes, oh, I can tell you're new at your job. So she was not a very nice ghost, really, but I understood. She's trying to do everything she can for her son. At this time, I don't know that she thinks this is her son. So I get out of the washroom. I go talk to the DJ, and I said, listen, I got a thing. I got to tell you a couple things. He goes, what? I go, listen, I went number two. He goes, oh my God, really? I go, yeah, I'm really sorry. I just had to go. I couldn't, And he goes, what else? I go, you have a ghost. He goes, I don't believe in ghosts and spirits and everything. And I've heard about you. You tell the girls what they want to hear. It's positive all the way around. And he goes, this is not very positive. I said, well, I try to keep it as positive as I can, actually. But anyway, he goes, I don't believe you anyway. Prove it. So I said, well, the fridge light is out. When you open the fridge, the light doesn't work. He goes, you could open the fridge. What else? He goes, what about the sink? I go, well, the hot is cold, the cold is hot. Because you could have figured that out from the washer because they're reversed there too. I said, okay, what? What? Well, he goes, you never opened up those drawers before. So there's two drawers. I go, one sticks and the other one falls halfway down. He's like, what? I said, okay, you know what? You've never opened those two cabinets yet, have you? The hinges are almost off. They creak and they open, and you'll see the hinges are almost off. So he does that, and he sees that. He goes, how'd you do that? And I said, listen, I am a real psychic. You have a real ghost. I don't know what she wants. It seems like she's only here for about 15 minutes to an hour at the same time every day. So I take him to work. He's thinking the whole way there. And I said, listen, if you want me to come by tomorrow morning when I pick you up, I'll come in again and I'll communicate with her and find out what she wants. He goes, that will get rid of her? I said, yes. He goes, I quite don't believe you anyway. I don't know how you did what you did, but I'll satisfy you and you come on up and see what you think. So the next day, I go up again. And I can communicate with the ghost very easily right now because the first time is the initial hard time to communicate. You need an energy to do that. But anyway, I asked her, I said, so I'm back doing my maintenance stuff. She goes, yeah, you got to do this, you got to do that, the door, this. So I'm asking, so what is it that you want from your son? And he goes, well, I'm just trying to get him through university to become a doctor. And I said, well, that's really nice. And I'm trying to get him to get me a pink rocking chair, give him all these hints. I said, listen, I can give him a couple hints. So I say bye to the ghost. Then I go talk to the DJ. I say, listen, this ghost, she's about, I don't know, 55, 60, something like that, years old. She wants you to be a doctor and go to university. And she thinks you're her son. He goes, what? So I got the intelligence to be a doctor. He says, no, not now. She died around 1940, around 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And he goes, well, what can we do? I said, well, we need to accumulate $10,000, but it's got to be through the ghost. The ghost has to help me do it in order for her to feel satisfied that she raised the money to send you to university to become a doctor. He goes, how are you going to do that? So I was thinking about scratch tickets, but that would take too long because I'd have to go to so many different stores and buy so many scratch tickets. Then I thought about this other thing where you can make a bet. It's through the government. I hope I can say that part, through the government. And at that time you have to play 2 or 3 teams of a sporting event to win this money. So the ghost is like thinking, I'm working hard, I'm saving the money to pay for my son to go to university. So I got to talk to the ghost in a manner that I have to figure out what the sporting events are going to be. So I tell her that her son is playing these sports for recreational activity, but he would like to win to boost his morale. And the ghost is like, sure, this team is going to win, this team is going to win, this team is going to win. She gave me so many teams that are going to win because she thought her son was in this league. So anyway, I play the events that she told me to play. And I asked the DJ, I said, listen, if you invest $10, $20, we'll start to accumulate this $10,000. He told me I was crazy, I don't believe in you, and this and that's not going to happen. So anyway, I did it myself, and I won. And I showed it to him, and I showed him I cashed it in at the place where you cash these things in, and he goes, wow, that's crazy. The next time, I did the same thing with the ghost. I won, but this time he invested. This time he was there. The first time was $800. The second time was $900. And they're usually $20 investments. Now we're going to accumulate all the way to $10,000. On the last ticket, it was $1,400 because I made a mistake on the math. Because you have to do the logistics with the teams and the math in order to win these prizes. But I gave him the ticket. And he said he was going to go to Toronto. But instead, he sold it to the guy at the store. But the ghost didn't know this, that he sold it for $1,200. So we're $200 short. I thought, because he goes, is the ghost left yet? I said, no. I thought it was because of the $200 that we were short, but that's not the case. On the way home from one evening of working, we were working together, he asked me to stop near downtown, some type of flea market or something. And then the next morning when I went to go see him, because he lived close to this flea market or whatever downtown, I went up again to see, because he asked me to come up, and there was really no reason, because I said the ghost should be gone. He goes, "Can you come up and check?" I said yes. So I came up and checked, and it was a pink rocking chair in the middle of his living room, going back and forth, going back and forth. So he bought a pink rocking chair, and he said to me, "I had this weirdest feeling to buy a pink rocking chair," and I never told him about the rocking chair. And I saw her go on it, and go like this, and then the ghost went into the light. And I said, "She's gone. There's no more ghost. You're good." He goes, "That's all it took?" I go, "No, we did have to win the money for you to go to university. And the pink rocking chair was the last thing she asked for." Yeah, he was a believer the whole way after that. He believed in ridiculous things that sometimes I would just mess around with because, I like to have fun. But yeah, and he did help me with the second person, which we'll talk about that another time. Birdy signing out. Bye.